Hello everyone, welcome to the channel called Tuned In with Gloria Selinda. I am Gloria Selinda and I'm excited to be with you today to reflect yet again on the topic of true personal identity. Today I would like to reflect on 3 benefits of knowing and understanding your true personal identity. I am hoping by now that you have been reflecting for yourself what your true personal identity as an individual means. I find my identity in Jesus Christ. I find my identity in God. And I have found that if you find your identity in anything else or in anyone else but God, your identity is shakeable. Your identity may not be solid. And the reason is that if you find your identity in other people, people live their lives. People go through changes in their journeys of life. People change, and you may find that as they go through, as they experience life for themselves, you are not top priority all the time for them. If you are, it is all good and well, but for how long? So I am encouraging you to consider finding your true personal identity in the one that does not change, your true personal identity that gives you a firm foundation, a solid foundation, where you can always understand that you have a belonging and you receive the love and your identity is unquestionable. Before I carry on, I would like to take a moment and appreciate all of you who continue to tune in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the feedback and thank you for sharing your reflections. I also grow from those and I am learning as well. So please keep them coming. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. And I would like to ask that you also share the link to this channel with others. All right, let's carry on with the reflection for today. So there are a lot of benefits to knowing and understanding your true personal identity for yourself, right? I am sharing 3 specific ones today relating to knowing your true personal identity and hoping that it is in God. But the first benefit I would like to reflect on is the benefit of being grounded and being centered. When you are very sure of your true personal identity, you become grounded and you become settled in your own skin, you know. And what do I mean by this? We live in a very fragile world, chaotic world. We go through a lot of challenges as people. We also experience and hear and see a lot of negativity around us. Some of us go through medical challenges, you may be going through financial challenges, you may be going through growing up challenges, having to make decisions. Parenting could be career-related challenges. We've just come out of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now the political space is unstable. The economies of different countries are unstable. So these things may influence us, and most of the time, depending on how we consume them and how we respond to them, may really shake us up. So when you are grounded, when you are centered, you are somebody who has a positive outlook to life in general. You are somebody who is emotionally balanced. You are emotionally confident. You are mentally confident as well. And I'm using the words centered and grounded interchangeably. I know that they may have different definitions, but please bear with me on this one. So when you are centered, you come across as a calm person. Actually, you have that inner calmness within you. Regardless of what is going on around you, have a way of responding to situations in a way that shows clarity, focus, and you are able to exercise your self-control. When you are grounded, you become practical and you become realistic. But most of the time, your practicality and being realistic is also anchored in your faith, right? So that is one important benefit when you know exactly who you are, when you know what are the things that you can do, because your true personal identity also gives you guidance on how to navigate life in general. So that is the first benefit that I would like to share with you. The second benefit is hope. When you know and understand your true personal identity, you live in hope. You know that with everything that I have mentioned that goes on and more that may be going on in your life and around you, whether it is far from you or near to you, you get to understand that things will become better. You live in hope to an extent, the extent that it's not only hope for yourself, not only hope for your own circumstances, but it is also hope for others who are going through trying times. It is also hope for your country, for example, for the world at large, right? Hopelessness is not an option for somebody who knows and understands their true personal identity. Yes, you get shaken. When we go through these experiences in life, it doesn't mean that we are not affected at all, but it means that we are not absorbed into those situations. It means that we find a way of dealing with them that helps us to continue being functional, that helps us to continue living our lives, focusing on our visions, and not allowing whatever is going on to distract us to a point of not being able to carry on. So it is very important that when you understand where you find your true personal identity, you also understand what it means for you. The third benefit that I would like to share with you is that of patience. With everything that is going on, you need to have an understanding that there are things that you can control and there are things that you cannot control. One of the things you really cannot control is time, and specifically time around when you may be getting or achieving something, especially when you are putting effort towards something. I'm not talking about maybe you are studying, you know that, if you pass all your subjects or all your modules or whatever courses and programs that you are doing, then at that certain time you will be getting your certificate and you will be graduating. So I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about time of things like you want a promotion, for example, and the promotion is dependent on somebody else making a decision. Yes, you put in effort. Yes, there may be criteria that may be very clear around you will get a promotion when this and that happens, but you also need to understand that with that example and many other things in life, there is sometimes a process that you need to go through. So there's the instant gratification. It is there, but it does not pay off most of the time. Most of the things that we need in life, we need to be patient about, because we can only control so much, right? And when I'm talking about patience, I'm also not talking about laziness. I'm not talking about sitting back and relaxing and saying, I can't control time, so I have to wait. No, you still put in your effort. However, you need to allow the time and the process to unfold. And when you know and understand your true personal identity, you appreciate that patience is key. And those are the three benefits that I would like to leave with you in this reflection today. And of it all, the important thing is when you know and you truly understand true personal identity, it is easier for you to navigate things with groundedness. It is easier for you to be centered. It is easier for you to have hope and to know that you cannot give up, not on yourself. You cannot give up, not even on God. You cannot give up even on those that are around you that may be supporting you in one way or another. And that patience is key. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time.